my dear minimalist. Today we're talking about something that is very important for a lot of people right now, because let's be honest, the economy is hitting us all with a frying pan in our face right now. Oh no. The prices are up, salaries are not, and everyone keeps saying save more, including me. But nobody tells you how to exactly save money and reduce your costs while still live on a higher living standard and not feel like you're abandoning all the nice things in life. So today I'm gonna give you a whole blueprint of how to survive on next to nothing for the next 30 days, so that living in this economy and saving for your early retirement doesn't feel like cutting off a lot of things, and it feels like an absolute hustle to put money aside. So today I'm going to give you the exact blueprint on how to live next to nothing for the next 30 days, to stock up either on your emergency savings or to get a big boost on your retirement savings, while still feeling rich, grounded, and in control. So if you're ready to lower your expenses without lowering your lifestyle, hit that like button, hit that comment button, so that more minimalistic people can find this video and that you can get recommended my next videos. So let's go. Most people pay for 5 or 6 subscriptions they don't even use. For 1 month, please click cancel on every single of your subscriptions. If it's Netflix or Amazon Prime, you don't need it for this month. You can switch to YouTube, free trial periods on some of the streaming services. Public library media, all of the libraries have a free access, and you can access so many films and streaming services online through the library. There are so many free ebooks online and also free educational platforms. You can watch nearly everything on YouTube. Of course, there's probably going to be advertisement in the middle of the YouTube videos, but still that's worth it to cut down all your expenses to zero. And after that month, you can still pick 1 or 2 streaming services you really missed, and then maybe rotate the streaming services throughout the months. So maybe you don't need Netflix to feel rich, you just need the options, and there are plenty of free options available. So probably your financial health matters more than your gym and fitness journey matters right now, but that doesn't mean necessarily that you have to stop moving at all. You can cancel your gym membership and switch to home workouts on YouTube, yoga apps, YouTube classes. There's a whole bunch of videos, a whole workout program, including a booklet and nutrition advice and everything from Caroline Gervin, for example. I'm gonna link it below. I'm doing her workout series every single year, and they are great and they are 100% free. You can also just do staircase cardio or get a resistance band and some dumbbells for like $20 for home and do your home workouts and save $50 a month. So you get the same endorphins without spending all the money. So next tip is going to be a little bit uncomfortable for a lot of Americans. I know that. I'm European and I don't really care about the temperature in my house, but I know that Americans can be very sensitive about their AC. But really turn your AC down, or now that we're entering winter here in the south, it's still pretty warm and we need the AC, but I know that in some parts of the country it's already pretty cold, but you can still just wear a pullover. You don't have to wear a t-shirt in the middle of the winter. It's totally fine to have just 68 or 66 in your house. Lowering your temperature by 1 degree can reduce your energy bill about 8 or 10% already, so consider that. Before you spend a single cent on new clothing, consider wearing every single item in your wardrobe. You can create Pinterest boards and collect style inspiration on Instagram and combine new outfits. Though I did this challenge myself just a few weeks ago. I put all my clothes to one side in my closet, and every time I wore one thing, I put it to the other side. These are the clothes I'm really wearing, and with the other clothes that were still on the other side, I had to get really creative to incorporate them into my usual wardrobe. And it inspired me so much because I saw so many tips online, so many outfits online, and it gave me ideas to use the stuff that I already have in so many different options, in so many ways, that it really scratched the itch of buying something new, because I thought, hey, I really have enough clothes and I have so many options to combine them in a different way, which I really wasn't aware of. So this challenge is really forcing you to become creative, and what you will notice is definitely that you actually own more clothes than you think, and you just forgot how many options you already have. So curate your closet, style pieces differently. Do this, I have to wear every single item at least once before I buy something new challenge, and you will see you don't really need new clothes. So you will feel like you have a whole new wardrobe without spending a single dollar. Go through your pantry and list every single item you own. Then go with this list to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT, hey, what can I cook with these ingredients? And ChatGPT will come up with a lot of options and a lot of ideas. Most people have at least 2 weeks worth of food stocked in their pantry, and it's hidden, I don't know, somewhere in the back of your cabinet. So I did it before we moved, and I did it on paper, and then I put the list on my fridge. So even if I didn't have the ChatGPT list with the possible lunches and dinners I could make out of them had on hand, I still had the list on my fridge, and every time I opened the fridge I saw what's still in my fridge, and then I just deleted more or less the things I used from the list. And it was so motivating to see how the list got smaller and smaller. You will feel so humbled by the little amount of food you actually really need and how long it actually takes you to go through your pantry. A package of rice can last you so long, and it really makes you, same with the clothes, really creative when you're forced to use what you already have, and you still have the feeling like, hey, I have always enough to eat. And of course you spend the money for the food at some point earlier, but it's going to save you from throwing away expiring food a lot. It will humble you for the next time you go grocery shopping, because you just see, maybe I don't have to stock up so much. This is where the real savings are happening, because just imagine having a grocery bill for this month of about maybe $100 instead of maybe 500 or 600, just by using what you already bought in earlier months and just by being creative about what you already have. If you're then cutting going out expenses, you're really good to go for the month. Another thing is share the rides. I know that fuel here in the US is not really expensive. In Germany, it's super expensive, so ride sharing is way more common. Maybe ask your colleagues or some neighbors that are driving in the same direction if you can share a ride, and this will save you a lot of money. Plus, you will have a lot more social interaction, which is making your life a lot more positive and not so lonely. Well, if you drive together 3 times a week, this will cut your fuel expenses for the work week about 40 to 60%, which is great. We have so much stuff on this earth that 6 generations from now on, if we would stop producing today, could still live off all the things that we still have on this earth.
What the fuck is this?
So make Facebook Marketplace your luxury item boutique. You don't have to buy anything new. There's everything already for way cheaper prices online. So if you really need something, first check if you can find it secondhand, and check your local Facebook groups for buy nothing groups or free your stuff groups. There are so many good things that they are giving away for free. And if you're really craving something new in your household, or you really want to have something, this is a great option to scratch the itch of buying something new and to have this dopamine hit without actually spending the real money. And you could also just type in Marketplace free stuff or free furniture, and if you're living in a more crowded area close to a city, then there will pop up a lot of things, and then you can get creative with all the free stuff. Maybe you can even resell some of the things and make even some money on top. Same goes for events. Try the free events before you actually buy tickets, because there are so many free events, especially family events, and on Facebook, and you don't really need to spend a whole bunch of money on concerts. You can still have a wonderful, fulfilling life by just going outside, enjoying the nice weather, going for a walk, going to free events. You don't really have to buy a ticket for this month. I know that this is the point where a lot of people struggle, and that is gift giving, because I don't know where this comes from, but for a lot of people it feels weird to give secondhand gifts. But if you get invited to a party this month, do not buy a new gift. You can either find something secondhand or on Facebook Marketplace, or you can give a gift that is rather emotionally. For example, a video you edited of nice moments you had together, a handwritten letter, a scavenger hunt with places you both love or where you met or where you have nice friendship memories together, a playlist, a nice photo in an upcycled frame, or a memory book. So this is basically free, and it's more thoughtful and will give you a closer bond to your friends instead of just buying something at Walmart. If this video helped you, I would be so glad if you would comment on your favorite saving tips on how to live or next to nothing for a whole month. Maybe you have some other good creative ideas for the community, and I would be so happy if you could just hit the like and subscribe button. I would be so glad if you would be one of my new subscribers, and stay tuned for new videos about how to make more and how to save more.